Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of POS Retail, the show where we try to find people who work retail, but when they can't show up, I just message Jim Stancil. That's what I do. And
Happy to
hey
be here.
guys,
Thank you for having me, Pat. How may I help you?
well, welcome, welcome to our store. How are you? Do you guys do greetings at your store?
Oh yeah.
Do you have a greeter, or does the register people have to do it?
I'm not that retarded. We have real people greet the people at the door.
Not
I'm
fake
out.
people.
Pardon me, Jim. This is the second show in a row I did not get introduced. God damn it!
We didn't start yet. I mean, I didn't really introduce as a thanks, and I'm gonna say, all right.
You can blame
with
me for that.
as fucking always is Bobby Tamburo, Mister. I'm Kevin Brennan's biggest fan, or whatever. Kevin Brennan's my biggest fan, and
Kevin
Cumia
Brennan didn't
loves
say
him,
anything about
and
me.
everyone
That was
thinks
Anthony.
he's so great. He gets to watch Gino's fucking cat because he's a big star now, Mister Roberto Tamburo. That's his new fancy name. Hey, you ever notice, Bobby? No one intros me on this show. I just come out here cold open because that's the kind of guy I am.
Or is it because it's called the Pat Oates Show? And
This is
they're like,
called
I wonder
POS
who's talking. I
Retail.
bet it's Pat Oates.
Listen, just because you got, Kumia likes you, but Kumia thought my home was the home from Up, which was one of my favorite things I ever have in my life. That worked out well. I made Dave Landau leave Compound Media. It was my fault. I did it.
Piece of history, Pat.
is.
The last guest ever.
The trivia question, which nobody will ever ask because most people are like, what? It's Compound Media.
They come up in whatever trial happens when AOC gets a freedom of speech commission put in place. Maybe it's cited.
We're waiting on one more person going to be showing up momentarily. Somebody that worked with Bobby. You didn't tell me his name. It's like Scooter or something.
Oh, it's Pat.
Oh, I thought you said it was like Flash.
Oh, that's his nickname.
Oh boy.
Are we going to call him that?
Yeah, I think as a group we should all just commit to calling him Flash. That would be pretty
Right.
funny.
Okay. Do we all have names like that?
Yeah. What do you want yours to be?
Scoot.
You do look like a Scoot.
Scoot works. Not Scooter, just like, the present tense of scooting. Scoot.
Jim? Skip?
Ooh, Skip. I like Skip because it goes with Scoot.
I like Chief for you. I don't know.
He does look like a chief. I was thinking that too.
I appreciate being called Chief.
Oh, we're doing that? I didn't know we were doing that.
Oh, I thought that
I'm
kind of
Punjab.
I am a lacrosse player, so it does make sense.
I played lacrosse for a little bit, but
we know All-American long stick midi Jim Stancil.
Right, I did it for one season, and I enjoyed it. I just wasn't good at it. I was an athlete, but if I got time, I could shoot, but like to catch and move, I didn't have the hand-eye coordination with that. I played other sports my whole life. I enjoyed it, but I would have sucked.
I'll tell you what sold me on lacrosse, Pat. I was running track to get in shape for football. Somebody was like, come try this sport called lacrosse. And I was like, all right, whatever. And they gave me a stick and they were like, just don't hit him from here and above or the knees and below. Anything else is legal. And I was like, all right, this is the sport for me. And
I don't know why you'd be a goalie in lacrosse ever.
Nope.
You're just a masochist. You're just having people fucking launch at you. And if you make 4 saves, you had a great day.
I duck. As a defender, you're not supposed to move. You're supposed to absorb the shot for your goalie, not me. I'd go, nope.
No,
I'm not wearing a cup.
Strange. Goalies are all very strange people. They're successful too, but they're still very weird people. Every one of them I know.
Yeah, when you're training for your sport is how Adam Sandler trained in Happy Gilmore by going in front of like a ball pitch machine, just taking whacks. It's fine. All right, I'll start off with this where that guy shows up. We started with the greeting thing. Now, at our place, when someone walks in the door, the main register, their back is to them. So they're supposed to turn around. And when they walk in, they're supposed to be like, welcome to Big Lots or whatever. We don't have a set saying.
It's a purely hypothetical store you just threw out of all the possible ones.
I was
right.
Could be any.
I keep not supposed to say the name. Whatever. So welcome to Pat Lot.
Hobby Lobby.
No, you know me. It's Pat Lot. I got my name on it. So Pat Lot is there, and they're like, "Welcome there." And And no one ever, maybe once in a while, someone goes, "Oh, hi." But usually they just fucking stare. Like, why are we doing it? Why are we greeting? They know what they're doing. They're on a mission. If they need help, they'll ask. I don't understand why we added the greeting.
At Dick's, we added it to keep track of who's in the store, so we could keep numbers to make sure we don't go over capacity. So we're up there to be like, hey, how you doing? Make sure you're in, you're leaving, you're leaving, you're leaving. And I will say, like, a greeter can make all the difference in the world if you have a good greeter. And Jim, you could probably back me up on this. If you have somebody who knows what they're doing up front and can answer 90% of the stupid questions that everybody gets, it can really make the day go smoother.
Oh,
The
so you
issue
guys have
is-
an actual person that's dedicated to greeting.
Yeah,
We have a
exactly.
register person who's doing everything else and turning around trying to yell hi.
That does nothing. Yeah. So if you actually commit to it, it can make a big deal. Otherwise, it's just like, why is that person yelling at me? If you're me, slightly stoned, coming into the store with the headphones on, you're like, what the fuck? I didn't steal anything. I'm going somewhere where they don't yell at me.
Yeah, I don't get it at bigger stores like yours, Pat, or even yours, wherever you work, Bobby. Because I don't know, it doesn't, because you're not actually you're just saying hi to them. Like, I feel like you're not gonna actually help them other than point something out. My store is smaller, so it's like you greet the person and you ask what they need help with, and they'll tell you. It's more specialized stuff. But at big box stores, like, yeah, who doesn't just ignore the guy at the door? I feel bad. They have to say hi to me. I don't want you to have to say hi to me.
I like when our people will turn around. They just hear, they know somebody came in because the bell, like a little ding goes off from the door. And they'll go, "Welcome to," and they go, "Oh, he's Pat." And I'm like, you can still welcome me. You can still fucking say hi. You just say, "It's fucking Pat." But I remember one time I was standing by the door and someone walked in and they walked right in front of me. I was standing right there and I was like, "Oh, can I help you find anything?" And the guy goes, "I just fucking got here." I'm like, "Yeah, but didn't you come on a mission?" He's like, "No, I'm walking around.
Just came here.
I just fucking got here. How can I already need help?"
That is I don't know if you guys had this when you're so used to doing a greeting and you like know the person, whether it's somebody you know or just a customer who's in all the time, and you're halfway through a sentence and realize you talk to this person like every day for, you know what I mean? That's just cringe on a million.
Or we have like a card that you have is when you shop there. So it's like a Stop and Shop card or whatever. It doesn't cost you anything, and we're supposed to ask them if they have one. And now once in a while they actually have the physical card on them. But 99% of the people that come in are just like, "Can I give you my phone number?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you can give me your phone number." So, but once in a while they have the card and they'll literally hand it to you right away and you scan it. But because we do it so much, I literally will always go, "Do you have your card?" And they're like, "I just give it to you."
Yeah.
Just did it. I'm like, "You're going to be okay. Like, you're going to be fine."
We have the
Sorry I asked
opposite
twice.
because we have a bunch of rednecks who are like, "You want my info?" And we're like, "Yeah, it's so you get points and stuff." And they're like, "Nah, man, it's so the government can track how much ammo I'm buying." And you're like, "Remember when I scanned your license?" Like, that's probably more likely to have your info linked to it. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
Remember
we
when
have
you
that
posted on ihaveguns.com with a bunch of guns.
Yeah. Remember your whole Twitter feed?
Your Snapchat story of you yelling "yee yee" and then shooting cans. Yeah, no, we know you have the gun.
Yeah, no, Bobby, what you're saying, we have the same thing where you do the rewards thing and you get exactly the people like, "No, I don't want to give out my info." Okay. All right. Do you have a phone? Have you ever bought something online? We're a shitty little store. I don't think me taking your info is gonna, drain your bank account. Sorry to tell you, sir.
Did
Just
you ever have a
relax, people?
Did you ever have a moment of retribution with that? Like, where
Go
you
ahead.
got,
I'm an English major, but I never graduated.
Sorry, I know.
Yeah, I was
And you were
trying.
a
I was
lacrosse
hoping to
player.
explain it too.
But basically, so I was working. It was like right before the holidays, and got into one of those arguments with a guy buying his son a BB gun. Got into it. He's like, "If it's
That's
not
the
open,"
wrong guy to get an argument with.
No. I'm just like, I
The
gotta
kids
ask
be
you. You
ready
know what I
when
mean?
the world ends too. You know.
Here's the other thing. You're told to get signups. Like, it's my job to ask you to sign up.
Yep.
And he's like, "Well, why would I sign up?" I'm like, "Well, if you lose your receipt, it stores all the information." And he's like, "Well, I can return this, right?" And I'm like, "As long as you got your receipt and it's still in the box." He's like, "All right." January 7th, that gentleman comes in to return the BB gun and goes, "Can I return this?" and it's me. And I go, can I see your receipt? And he goes, I don't have one. And he goes, do you have a scorecard? He goes, I don't have one of those. I go, then I don't know you bought it here. I can give you the lowest price we've ever sold it for, which is $4.87. Can I see a manager? And I called my manager over, and he was like, did you sign up for a scorecard? He's like, no, but that guy knows I bought it. Nothing we can do, buddy.
That guy's high a lot.
Yeah.
So we can't.
Whoa. Allegedly.
I didn't
No,
mean
100%.
you. I just meant in the scenario. But I like, okay, so same thing. We have to get people signed up. There's incentives. There's things you have to do. Everybody has a number they have to do and get them signed up. It's a simple thing. We have one guy who's a fucking shark. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, literally, I'll go up to them and be like, hey, do you have a card? Like, no. Oh, would you like to sign up for one today? No. And they just got like milk and they're old. I'm like, whatever. Like, or like, all you need is an email. I don't have email. Like, all right, well, you're fucking useless in life. We don't need you anyway. But like, you try to get them to sign up and you let them know what the offers are. And sometimes they will, sometimes they won't, whatever. This one guy, he literally it's the best technique. He just goes, what's your phone number? Not even like saying anything. They're like, what? And he's like, your phone number. And then people just start saying their phone numbers. Then they're like, wait, well, why am I giving? I don't have a card. He's like, well, we're already halfway there. So just give me your name.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
they're
that's
like,
what I do.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yep,
I don't tell you what I'm doing. I just
and
ask
they're like,
you.
well, we don't want to give you my info. He's like, I basically have it all. And here's your card. It's like,
Yeah. That's how it's done. I had a guy the other day because we look people up with their phone number as well. I had a guy who had to call my phone to figure out what his own phone number was.
A lot of them don't know it, or they have several phones. A lot of people have several phones. They're like, it could be 203, and you're like, nope, it's not that. Okay, try that. I'm like, how do you memorize 20? Rain Man? Why do you know 12 phones?
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
We had a guy like that who was really good at signups as well. And the issue we always run into is what's called a dragon wagon. And there's the Dragon Chinese buffet across the street. And they just load tour buses of Chinese people in to like that are here from China to like shop at Dick's Sporting Goods and eat at the buffet. And when they come in, it's the worst thing ever because it's like defend your department. They're just going to trash the store and then leave. You know what I mean? It would be like a Sunday night right before we had the district manager coming through and everything would look perfect. And you'd look in the lot and you'd be like, 3 wagons, man, your department. You just stand there and be like, no, are you buying that? And they'd be like, I just want to try the bike. And you're like, no. How are you going to get a bike on a fucking airplane? Get out of my department. But what this guy would do is he would just make up names for all of these people. And it was just the most like stereotypical Chinese names. We got Bruce Lee, we got Jackie Chan, and he would just make up numbers for him.
Nice. Then those are the go-to Chinese names.
Yeah.
I go Charlie Chan. That's an older one.
Yeah. I like Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah, I know. He had a good
3 syllables.
I remember one time I wanted to make up Ho Chi Minh trail mix. And I thought that'd be good. But people are like, no, you can't do that. Vietnam nom noms. It's just you sell it. It's all
Vietnam.
Yeah, but like I don't even know how to explain to people why they should have our cards. Like, well, sometimes we'll send you coupons sometimes. And I don't ever get it. Like, did you check your spam? Maybe. I don't know. I didn't get anything. Or when I did finally find it, it expired. Like, all right. I don't know. You're just trying to track us? Like, no. Like, you got my number. You're going to call us? Like, oh, lady, I'll never call you. You're like 300 pounds and you're 4 feet tall. Why would I call you? Why would I? No, we're not calling you. We need your email. Why do you need my number? Remember how earlier you didn't know your fucking number or your card or anything? You're going to be okay. Like, you watch terrible porn and you have a porn handle, okay? You can give me your information. You do awful things with your name and your information all the time.
Terrible things, exactly. And the people don't want to, exactly. Terrible things they give their email for online every day. You
just bought 4 boxes of Twinkies, and I've seen you here twice this week make the same buy. Give me your fucking name. All right, we want to see how you're living and how you're not dead yet.
Yeah. You could have had 50 points by now with all those Twinkies.
You fat shit.
It's for the good of humanity.
I never come here. Well, you're here right now. Like, you did it. You came here. You bought things. Therefore, you like it. Do you have a CVS card? Yeah. What the fuck do you use that for? You don't bitch about that one. Fuck you, lady.
Yeah, fuck you, lady.
Fuck off. Just fucking take the card. Well, I remember one time I was there and they're like, I was new and they're like, you got to get people to sign up. So I said, would you like a rewards card? And they're like, no. And I go, oh, all right. Well, I guess I won't see my kids anymore. And they're like, excuse me. I'm like, well, they kind of just, no, I don't want to bother you with it, but they just told me they would take my children away if I didn't get 5 sign up. But it's all right. Do you want anything else, ma'am? And she's like, wait, they're going to take your kid. They can't do that. I'm like, you really can't tell them what they can and can't do. They own my soul. And she signed up for a card, but they told me I shouldn't do that anymore.
Yeah, and guess what, people? I put you in anyway. If you're not gonna I just make up fake names and put in a fake email, and my guest checkouts are at an all-time low. So
yeah, I guess all we
jokes on
really
you,
need
people.
is the email.
Yeah, you just make one up, or my little trick is if they give you the card first, then you have their whole name, and you can just make it up from there.
Your guy's chiming in right now, just so you know.
He's coming in.
Yeah, he's coming in. Your guy.
Okay, I saw him pop in for a second, and then I saw him disappear.
I said yes to it, and then it said Flash Magoo, whatever his name is.
Blazer, what's his name?
Flash, and we never came up with a name for me.
Can we call him Blazer?
The jacket for when you're smoking or having fun.
Call me Blazer. Let him be Flash.
Back again. Why is he back again? Is he like older than Frank?
No, he's just probably higher than Frank.
Oh, no,
What's up, Flash?
He can't hear you yet.
Now I'm here. Can you see
There
me?
he is.
Yeah,
Hello,
what's up,
sir.
Flash?
What's up? Sorry, man. Late night in fucking retail tonight.
Nice. We were just talking about rewards cards and things like that, where people don't want to sign up for them. They get all pissy, and then they're mad that you're going to take their information. Like we give a fuck about these people.
Oh, that's what I try to tell them. They're like, well, why don't you get scorecards? I'm like, dude, half the people in fucking Harrisburg are criminals, man. They don't want to give their name out. It's like, I mean, come on. She's like, well, why don't you get scorecards? I'm like, because have you seen these people? I said, like today, we had a dude like 5 of 9. We closed at 9. He's like, where's the bathroom? And I could tell he wanted to shoot up. I'm like, dude, we're closing our bathroom, but if you go to Kohl's, I hear they have alcohol swabs in their bathroom. I said, they'll be happy to help you. So he took off for Kohl's, man, because, I don't want to deal with it. So, I mean, yeah, we have what's called the scorecard, which is the same damn thing. And then if they don't get it, and then they get like $400 or $500 worth of shit, and then they come back and go, well, I didn't sign up for a scorecard. Well, that's your dumb fault. I said, that's our problem. I'm like, I got other things to fuck. I got 2 ex-wives and fucking kids. Relax, lady.
Like, can I sign up for the card? And you do it. Then they go, well, 3 days ago, I bought some furniture and I didn't get the coupon. Now I got to come back. And then, like, you have to literally return the fucking thing and then buy it again. Well,
yes.
I don't. And one lady said to me, do I have to bring the couch? And I know she didn't. I'm like, yeah, you do. You gotta bring the whole fucking couch in with you or the receipt. And like Stancil, like you were saying before, that's, I mean, by volume I've been saying it, but my favorite thing is when they're like, why do I need the card? I don't even care about the thing. I'm like, you know how you're forgetful and not that bright? Well, if you buy something here, we can find your receipt on it. And I know you're going to return that shirt because it's a medium and you're not. You're going to return that shirt.
Well, our biggest thing is I noticed like 4th of July weekend, Memorial Day weekend, everyone comes in and buys Yetis on Thursday and then they return the fuckers on Tuesday. Here's my Yeti. I don't want it. It's not the right color. Okay, lady.
Yeah. I had a lady one time return socks. And I go, what's wrong? She goes, they don't work. I was like, what? I mean, they don't fit. I'm like, yeah, but I like that they don't work. I like that a lot. They're not socking.
That's right. I had the greatest call today. Fucking guy calls in. He's like, hey, you guys screwed up my putter, putting the grip on. I'm like, what putter was it? He told me. I'm like, dude, I remember you. I said, I watched the kid do it. He didn't screw up the putter. No. He's like, you guys got grip stuff on my label. The label that tells you if it's 34, 35. So this guy's flipping over this $600 putter because we got grip shit on his label. I said, dude, people take that label off. Once they buy the putter, they know what size it is. They take the labels off. They don't keep them on.
Right.
I'm like, he goes, I need a new label. And I'm like, I just told my boss, I'm like, here, you got to talk to this fucking idiot because I'm not getting him a new label. I said, if I call Titleist, they're going to think I'm a fucking moron. I said, so you deal with him. I said, I ain't getting him, a new label. It's unbelievable. I was like,
yeah, I've had people try to return $300 hockey sticks because the barcode left residue when they went to take it off. Because that'll.
Yeah,
they're right though. They're right.
I had a person
Fucking
return a sponge because they said the sponge didn't absorb. And I'm like, it's still in the plastic. The person just looked at me and goes, could I just return it? Oh, yeah, you can just return it. Okay.
Well,
Next
now's
time,
my
when you buy
favorite.
the other one, if you take it out, it'll work way better. I promise.
Right. Now's my favorite time because now they're launching all the new women's golf apparel. We get one pair of 4Xs in there per thing. So if there's 4 skirts, we get one 4X. Do you know how many fat women come into Dick's looking for 4X skirts?
Which
And
is
they're like
gross.
fighting, like, was Gladys here? Yeah, Gladys was here. Well, she already got the 4X. Well, yeah, I know. I'm like, we're the only ones that carry 4X, and we get one of each, and you fucking 800 women come in and fight for that one 4X. It's my time to see. I was hanging up 4Xs, and I was like, oh, here they come. It's fucking moo time at fucking Dick's.
It also works as a tarp for your high school football team. You can just put it right in the field. It's just,
Well, that's what I told that one lady. She was huge. And I was like looking at the pants and I'm thinking, well, fuck. I said, you can just go get one of them canopies over there. Those things would work too,
Flash pulled off one of the greatest power moves I've seen in the last month. He took 2 weeks and went to Florida and told all the golf customers not to come in for 2 weeks. So like people would just call and be like, is Flash back in yet? And they'd be like, not yet. I'd be like, all right, I'll see you when he comes back. All the other guys who worked in the golf department were bitching. They're like, I just have to go do work. Like no customers are coming in.
It's because I was gone. They know these guys are fucking morons.
I don't like when they know who you are. You guys are different.
Yeah.
You're specialists, but I don't like when they're like, they call up, I'd like to speak with Pat, please. And it's like, why? And they're like, do you still have Christmas trees? I'm like, what? Well, I bought a Christmas tree from you. Oh, yeah, during Christmas? Yeah, we don't have them now.
Yeah.
It's
We
the
don't have-
4th of July.
No, I had that one call that I took from this old lady from Florida looking for fucking skates for her grandkids. And she acted like I knew something. So I like took the call. They're like, you want to take this call? I'm like, yeah. So I'm standing at the golf computer and I'm just Googling everything she says, I'm like, oh, this is what you need. I know nothing about fucking roller skates. She fucking sends a letter into Dick saying that I'm some skate fucking magic. I'm Denny Terrio on skates and shit. And I'm like, they're like coming to me and going, hey, they're sending all these skates. I'm like, yo, I don't know nothing about skates. Well, what'd you I said, I bullshitted her. I'm a salesman. I said, I fucking told her what she wanted to hear. I said, yeah, that sounds good. I Googled it to see if we had it. We had it, and I sold it to her. I said, well, she was ordering online from Florida to her, grandkids in PA. I was like,
my boss has always told us, he's like, pretend like you've used or bought everything here. Always. Like, have you ever used that bed? Oh, I have one at home. I have that bed right there. Oh, it's the best bed.
I sell bikes. People are like, do you own this one? I'm like, yeah. They're like, no, you don't. Clearly you do not.
We have a 4XL seat right next to the skirts. I use that one.
There you go.
I had somebody
also-
say to me, where's the new kid? He was just there and he's like, Pat, can you help me? This lady's looking for something. I don't know where it is. I'm like, sure. So she goes, it was something in our automotive part is like 2 shelves. It's barely anything. She goes, do you have this? It's something with automotive. And I'm like, oh, we normally do. We're out of stock right now. We're probably getting in soon. She goes, thank you so much for your time. She walks away. And the other guy goes, dude, we carry that? I'm like, I have no idea. I don't even know what she was talking about. I just know that there was no point in this conversation. So I just told her it might come back someday.
Well, you can ask Bobby. They took over part of my golf shop and they put fucking tennis in. I told them I'm not selling tennis shit. I don't know nothing about tennis. I don't give a fuck about tennis. I'm not selling tennis. So this lady comes in probably the second, third day. Me and my boss are standing there and she goes, can someone help me in tennis? I said, ma'am, I would love to help you. I said, but my best friend was killed in a tennis accident 15 years ago. And my boss is like trying to go straight faced. And I'm going, I cannot walk nowhere near that section. I said, I have to go around. I said, he was playing tennis and he died. And I think it was the tennis racket or the ball or something happened to him. And I said, I just can't, I can't even, I don't know why I think they put it there to torment me. I said, but I got to walk around. But my man, Steve, will help you with tennis. And I just sat there and he took her over and he comes like, he goes, you motherfucker. I'm like, what? I said, I told you, I am not helping nobody in tennis. I said, that's my story, man. I said, and when they come, I said, I'm going to tell them about the tragic accident of my buddy sustained playing tennis.
I would have gone with I used to date this guy, Arthur Ashe, and I don't know if you heard about him, but he passed away, and I can't deal with it anymore.
I don't want to get you sick.
Yeah, I used to put it in his ash hole.
Dude.
For those who don't know, Google it.
You'll get it.
He got AIDS the most boring way possible.
Right, he couldn't get it like Magic Johnson.
Yeah, he
got
didn't
it,
have
you know what I'm
sex
saying?
or do cool drugs. He just got a
Right.
blood transfusion that stunk.
Yeah. Such
Unlike
a tennis
Pat,
way
who
to
got
get
it
AIDS,
from-
too.
Yeah, it
Drugs
is the
and gay.
deadest way to get AIDS. No love.
It's boring.
Ugh.
You can't give people my name though. I had a customer or like employees would do that. I had a guy one time gave my personal number to a customer
Why?
because the
That's
customer
wrong.
kept calling in and being like, "Is this done yet? Is this done yet? Is this done yet?" And that's like the closest I've ever come to actually fist fighting a coworker.
Yeah, because
But,
you
like-
can't do anything from home anyway. What's the fuck?
Yeah.
The store. This mongrel has to understand that when you come in, then you'll let them know. Like our place, they'll call up like, "I ordered a couch. Is the couch in?" I'm like, "You ordered it this morning." No, and it didn't come here from China or whatever to right now. We told you in 6 to 8 weeks we'll call you when the thing comes in because we didn't have it in stock. They're like, well, this guy said, like, okay, they all say stuff. Lady,
Yeah.
we want to give you the couch. Like, it's not like we want to keep your couch. I don't want your couch. I don't want anything you put your butt on. You
I
take
know
the
the
couch.
longer we have the couch, you're going to keep calling. And frankly, I want that to stop as quickly as possible. So if I had the couch, I'd personally deliver it to you, ma'am.
I'm mad I answered this phone. I wish we had better caller ID. I would have known that it was the crazy lady and I wouldn't answer the phone. Now, you know what? I'm going to pee on your couch. That's not going to happen. I'm peeing on your couch. I'm pulling a Steve and I'm peeing on your stuff.
That's all right, Bob. You're gonna hate me after tonight. I had to take 2 fucking tennis rackets in today. She says, "When do you think they're gonna be done?" I said, "Springtime, maybe."
You
She
know
goes,
I'm off for the next like month, right?
I told her, well, I got the call from fucking, yours truly, Beast Woman. And she came on the microphone and says, "Just tell them Bobby's out for a while. It's going to be a while." So I told her, I said spring. And she goes, "Spring as in 2 weeks?" I said spring, no, as in like end of May, 1st of June.
Yeah.
But-
the tail end.
They wanted to leave him because apparently the 7-Eleven wasn't busy. So they had time to bring him in. So
Nice.
Bobby, you also string rackets?
Yeah, anything I can do to get me out of doing actual work, I'm pretty much a master at. I'll do tennis rackets, racquetball rackets. I will string lacrosse heads. Yeah, sure. You want an extra shooting string in there? Whatever you say, homie. And the
I
best
think
part
you
is
just
the best part is though nobody knows how long any of these services take.
right.
So yeah,
And
a
he's the
lacrosse
only
head will
one
take
in
me an
the store
hour and a
that can
half.
do 'em.
Yeah,
He's the only one that can do them. That's it, Bob. That's his job
He's our
security.
specialist.
exactly. You can't fire the specialist.
I think you're just running from your trauma at the bike department, from what we heard
Yeah, when they
in
toss
previous
bikes.
episodes. You just get bikes tossed at you all the time.
Oh man.
They got you knitting in the back.
Do people test out the bikes in the store? Do they ride them around?
Oh
Yes. My
Oh, yeah.
favorite
Annoying
thing
as shit.
ever. We had
All
an
the time.
annoying little kid, right?
yeah.
He is just like, "I got to try this bike." Okay, okay. And he's like running around. I'm talking to his dad. And, we deal with some special people, so I'm pretty good at handling it. But this kid was a little over the top.
Oh, retarded. I thought you meant like he was just a good guy. Like,
No, and I mean he wasn't actually retarded. Just like, nobody's parents are like, "Hey, shut the fuck up." Adults are talking. So he got on a bike to try it out, and he got about halfway down the aisle just to picking up, a decent amount of speed. And he hit a clothing rack, and the top part caught him here and just clotheslined him the hell off of the bike. And me and his dad just laughed for a minute and a half straight. Like his dad was not worried about his kid. He was like, "That makes me so happy too, because I'm not allowed to hit him anymore."
but you're like, yes, sir, that was funny. You must buy the bike now. Like,
My favorite thing about bikes is when I do repairs and have to test the bike out front. So I'll be like, "I got to go make sure it's shifting right." And then I'll like ride to 7-Eleven, grab a slushie real quick, drive back.
see, I would have bought that bike for the kid, and then he's like, "Well, I don't want it. It hurt me." I'm like, "I know, but every time you're bad, I'm gonna make you ride the bike. This is your punishment."
And I'm just going to giggle.
That reminds me, Bobby. And and whenever I have to leave the store for a work related thing, like go to the bank or Home Depot for something, you best believe I go get gas. I'll go to the grocery store to pick up whatever I need to get. You got to make the most of it. If you're gonna, it's very freeing when you get to leave the
leave, like,
store
on the
retail,
clock,
you know,
yeah.
while you're on the clock. For
Well,
some
hell,
pass.
I ran to Lancaster.
Oh, yeah,
to get a
yeah. So
golf- I ran to Lancaster to get a golf club, and I got a blowjob on my way down there. So I mean, they're like,
Was it
hey,
by
you
the
wanna-
Beastmaster or whatever her name was?
You know, they're
did
like,
you
hey,
make or
wanna
lose
run
money
down?
on that?
They're like, you want to run to Lancaster, pick up his driver? I was like, yeah. So I just took a little detour on Water Street in Lancaster and got a little fucking Hummer, and then went and picked up the driver and went back to work. Here I am.
Did you give that person Bobby's number at least? Bobby's like, I like this call. That's fine. Yeah, I hate when they you guys have these things to test out. I'm in a retail store where like people test out the rugs. Like there's these women who take their shoes off, put the rug or carpet down on the ground, and then like hoof it all over it. It's like, hey, I don't know what you're doing. I've never walked on my rug and like noticed the feel. I'm not that zen with myself. But I definitely underneath my rug, my home is not tile floor that's in a retail store. So it's not even feeling the fucking same. And now they're like, oh, I don't want this one. I'm like, no one wants it now with your fucking gangrene stupid foot on there. We don't need your scurvy hoof. You're putting it on there and we're putting it back. Just buy a rug.
Working
No
in the
offense to
foot-
buying a rug at a store they get popcorn at, and
Yeah,
you
you
know,
get a
Twinkies
$5
at,
tub
too.
of popcorn. We have 4 shelves dedicated to marshmallows and a fucking rug. That's your thing? That's what you're doing?
I wish we had popcorn.
I don't think ours is good. I mean, it's like that $5. It's like here's caramel or here's cheese and caramel, and it's like they just expire like all the time. Just old ass stuff.
Well, they tried to put me in footwear one time, and they were like, you know, hey, you want to
You
wear
have the
footwear?
look of a footwear dude.
And I'm like, no, I'm not Al Bundy. I don't want to wear footwear. So I was like, all right. They're like, try it out. I'm like, all right. So the first lady steps down. She's sitting there and she looks at me and she goes, you know, tries the shoe on. And I said, hey, ma'am, I said, did you know a kiss on the instep will improve circulation? As soon as they heard me say that, I was out of footwear,
Nice.
man. Fucking gone.
And now
Yeah,
you've got
then-
your own OnlyFans. It's the-
Well, if they wouldn't have thrown me there, I was just going to start tonguing her fucking, you know, toe and see if that might have
I
got
would
me
throw
kicked
up
out.
on you.
You know?
The number of people who ask if you have try-on socks, not the
Yes.
slip-on things, but
Yes.
actual try-on socks is fucking mind-boggling.
Don't
Who's
they
out
just
there
have those,
spreading
like,
the
weird
rumor?
fake pantyhose things? Isn't that what it is?
That's not what they mean, though. Like, you offer them that, and they're like, no, like a soccer sock, so I know how this cleat feels.
Right.
And you're like, you would try on a soccer sock that other people have, like, the sock protects you from everybody else.
Do you have
Dude,
a
we-
try-on condom so I can see how this feels?
That's the thing. We do have try-on socks in golf. They fucking use them out. And they told me when they opened up after pandemic, I had to wash them every night. So after like 2 weeks, they're like, are you washing them? I'm like, yeah, you see me taking them home every night, right? I ain't moved them socks since we opened.
I like that it took a pandemic to do a thing that you should always do.
Let's go back a step. There shouldn't be try-on socks.
I agree with Bobby.
There should be no washing.
Got them in
I
the
don't
back
like
of
that you
our
can try
thing.
on any clothes. People are gross. I don't want to
Like-
get a shirt off the rack when someone else put it on, sweating it a little bit.
I clean the bathrooms and stuff, and if you told me to go take those socks home and wash them, I'd tell you exactly where you could shove them because there's
I'd
not
bring
a
back one
chance in
crunchy
fucking
sock.
hell. Ew.
That's what you should do. Use one, jerk off with it, and have people put that one on. Just the crunch sock.
Yeah,
Now,
just
last-
like one. Yeah.
We'll give one to Mike to take with him.
Yeah, exactly. That's the guy who threw the
Mike's-
bike at me.
Yeah, that's the guy that threw the bike at him. He's the one that took off 2 days because his cat died.
Like, Jim, with
So-
you, if you're buying a skate, I get it. You got to try on the skate. You got to know how it feels and all that shit.
But still, but you're buying a skate, so bring socks with
Yeah.
you,
Right.
or expect
There
to
you
buy
Bring
go.
the
socks.
shit you already own, or buy a pair of socks.
Right.
I need the socks that go with it. Let me buy these and put them on.
I mean, COVID makes it easy now because now I just say we don't carry them for sanitation reasons. But in any world you're in, it's just you're going to buy, even if you're just buying a pair of shoes, whatever. I mean, it
I
didn't
wear a
cross your
mask
mind to
on my
have
foot,
socks.
though. It's fine. I got
Ugh.
a mask on there.
I hate people.
Yeah, they're the worst things.
Well, the COVID shit's
I love
pretty
my
much
job.
over with people. They don't, I mean, they used to like want to know if the cart's sanitized. Now they'll just fucking steal a cart from another person. Fucking, we don't care.
We still get some, not as many as before, but some people like, because someone said to me, "Are you gonna wash this cart?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, right away, ma'am." Scrub it down. It's my new hot car wash thing. I got like a see-through shirt. And I get out there. No, fuck you. It's a cart. There's a wipe. You could grab it and do what you want. But most people, we leave our carts outside anyway. So like they just, even if I wiped it out, it's already got gross on it. But there are some people that still will stand 6 feet apart from each other. But other ones are now just on top of each other.
Oh yeah. Well, we had a cleaning cart that they started. We were supposed to take around once an hour and clean all the terminals, everything. That lasted like 2 weeks when we opened. Nobody was doing the cleaning. It was like, okay, we're done with
Do
the
you
cleaning
guys
cart.
get tested every day when you come in?
No. They were supposed to take our temperature. That lasted about 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's gross too.
Yeah, it lasted 2 weeks. No, they don't give a fuck. I went to Florida for 2 weeks. Supposedly, I'm supposed to quarantine when I got back. I'm like, hey, I'm leaving. Do I have to quarantine? Because if they said yes, I was just going to call and say, hey, I'm back, but I'm really not. I'm going to stay 2 more weeks in Florida, then come back. But they're like, no, oh, hell no, just come back. I mean, you're on a schedule for Monday. You better be back. I'm like, oh.
I think our policies just don't tell us you're going anywhere.
That's it. Exactly. Yeah, we're supposed to quarantine like 3 days or whatever. Use your own PTO if you're gonna fly. Oh, guess what? I'm not flying anywhere this year.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just taking a lot of R&R time off is all. Just hanging out at home, not going to Florida or Colorado for a concert in June or anything. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. And
To be
and
fair,
don't post on Instagram you in Florida.
Well,
We had a guy like that. He's posting all his pictures like, dude, you're not supposed to. He's like, oh yeah, I'll just say, what's that thing? Throwback Thursday? I'm like, yeah, just put Throwback Thursday. You'll be fine.
not bad.
No, Bobby, you were talking while we were off the air. You were saying something about overnights.
Oh yeah, you were coming off overnights this week. Overnights
I did one. We don't do. We're not open, but we have to do once in a while. Have to reset the store, have things happen. I'm one of the guys that goes there and like we had to literally way our aisles are set up. They changed the planograms, so we had to pull off the top part of the aisle, take all the stuff off it, pull all the pegboard off, everything like that. Make one that's 6 inches smaller, put it all back, put everything back on it. And we had to keep moving that. That was a couple hours, and it was just me and my boss. There's 2 people there overnight, and I don't believe in ghosts. I think it's the dumbest thing in the world. But we both heard something say my boss's name. And it was like, it just said his name. And I was like, you hear that too? And he's like, yeah, I heard that. And then he goes, yeah, it was a guy. I go, oh, mine was a girl. You have a gay ghost. And that was it. And then we were fine. So,
So we have a couple different types of overnights. We have that reset.
you're not open at night.
No. I mean, during the holidays, like Black Friday and stuff, we have those overnights where we are.
Right.
But during the year, like when we have to do a reset, right before we put out all the jackets, right before we put out all the baseball stuff to reset the aisles. The other type we have is before inventory. So the night before your official inventory, you get a jump start on the store. And one of my favorite stories is Flash's first year working at Dick's Sporting Goods. We had a manager who tried to make my life a personal hell. Like it was her personal mission to get me to quit. I don't know if anybody's seen the movie One-on-One, but like the coach in that movie treated his boy better than she treated me.
What was the purpose? Like, did she have the
Oh,
hot
she wanted
dragon?
me to quit. No, she wanted me
yeah.
to quit. She wanted me to quit. She didn't like how I did things. She didn't like fun, happiness.
So she was trying to like force you to quit yourself because you
Instead
were
of-
either you were gonna step it up and do things her way or you were gonna quit. That was the game plan. So
Yeah, and you know me, when there's a brick wall, I'm just gonna run through it.
head first
But-
on a bike.
But that first night, we were all there overnight, and this is our store, and like every store in the district sends people, so probably 150 people in the store, and all you got to do is count items. Pat came in higher than high. He was on 3 Percocets. He had smoked like 4 bowls on the way in, and I drove him, so I know how much he smoked on the way in. He got through counting 3 tickets before they were like, Pat, go the fuck home. The best part was he did not shut up the whole time, just making stupid remarks to this manager I hated. Hey, maybe if we had organized this a little better, I could count a little easier, huh? Maybe if you spent a little more time preparing instead of sitting in the back office texting your girlfriend, we'd be okay here. And he just tore her a new one the whole time until they sent him home.
Can we talk about the haunting that is? Well, I guess we talk about the whole inventory, but just the tickets from inventorying the store. Those little tickets you do for every section.
Yep.
Ever? Oh, I'm still haunted by those. Did you ever use this Regis company, this outside company, to do it?
When
No,
I
but
first
my-
started,
Dealt
They're
with them.
Yeah, they're freaks.
Yeah, my first ex-wife worked for them, so you know how
There you
that
go.
goes.
Proof.
Did you meet her during inventory? Was that like the
No, I
hot
actually
quality?
met her at my cousin's wedding. Yeah, she wanted to marry a Feeny, and she got stuck with this one. All the other Feenies are all rich and CEOs and stuff, and then there's me. So she picked the wrong fucking Feeny.
we also had a manager who we didn't like, and I'm sure you guys can relate to this one. He was a guy who came in and basically his first day gave us a speech that was like, "You guys suck, but don't worry, I'm the shit, so I'm gonna fix you guys." And from that point on, we were like, "Fuck you,
Fuck
dude."
you.
Fuck you.
But the day it all came to a head was we had the district manager in, the regional manager in, and the vice president of loss prevention, and they were all walking the store, and they were like, "Whatever you do, have your walkie and name tag on." Well, he wouldn't give me a walkie because he wanted me to get in trouble for not having a walkie on. So he didn't give me one. He didn't give Pat one. He didn't give a guy named Adam one. And he didn't give our boy Mike one because he wanted all of us to get in trouble because we don't typically wear them. So the district manager walks up to me and goes, "Bobby, where's your walkie talkie?" And I look him dead in the eyes and I go, "That manager's name says walkie talkies are only for good employees who give him kisses," and walked away.
Smoochies.
So
No, you
then,
did you?
oh yeah, honest to God. And it
Oh,
gets
yeah.
better because then as soon as I get done with that, I run to the other three guys and I'm like, when Tad asks you, tell him it's because this guy says they're for good employees who give him kisses. So 4 people did that. And then we all had to have a sit down meeting and be like, "Why do you hate Zach?"
when we had the Regis people come, they they have a whole crew that come. We were doing the whole inventory of the store, and they came in, and then it was all different kinds of people, but there was these 2 sassy black women who were the fucking best. They just talk shit. They're real good at their job. My job was just to make sure if they needed a price and it wasn't on it right, I had to run back and
Yep,
forth, whatever.
yep.
So I was just standing there with them, and then I turn over, and there's this dude named Bob. And he works with them, and he's just laying on the fucking ground, like on the ground, counting shit, but he's literally laying on the ground. And I was like, "Why is that guy laying on the ground?" And the black lady just goes, "Oh, that's just Bob. You know them special people when you were a kid in school who had to wear helmets? Well, they grow up and they're Bob now." I was like, "Oh shit, that's the best." So I liked when they came because it was like new human beings in there.
Yeah.
And they had 1 or 2. They weren't attractive, but they were like the most attractive things in the store at the time. Like, oh, they're the hot Regis ones, and they're just like like a 19-year-old person that was trafficked, and now they count. But it's like,
I do want to share one more Flash story because we've talked about him on this podcast before. Flash is the guy who tackled the black woman trying to steal clothing that I mentioned and got in trouble for it. So if you don't
Yes.
mind taking us through that story, that'd be awesome.
Well, there was 4 of them. It was 4 sisters from Baltimore, and you could tell they were there to steal stuff. So my manager calls me.
We
she
heard
goes,
you say
"Hey,"
there were 4 sisters. We got you, Pat.
yeah, the sisters. They weren't sisters. They're racially sisters. But anywho,
Sisters with an
racially
A at the
sisters.
end.
New
yeah,
on TLC,
soul-
racially
soul
sisters.
right? Racially sisters, right? Exactly. So anyhow, so the one peels off. So I said, "All right, she's going to get the car." So sure enough, about 5 minutes later, you see her pull up with the car on the sidewalk right in front. So I looked at my manager. I said, I said, "It's go time." I said, "What do you want to do?" She goes, "Well, they're coming for the door." I said, "So I'll get one." I said, "I'll get the fat one." I said, "You're skinny. You get the 2 skinny ones." She goes, "All right." So the fat one comes flying. She goes, "You better get out of my way, boy." I said, "Not tonight, baby." I said, "We're going to do a little dance." And I fucking went in and I tackled her. Perfect. Guy wrote on PennLive.com, was our newspaper. He said, best form tackle he's seen that year. He said it was perfect. I blew her out of her fucking sandals. Her sandals went flying down the aisle. Her iPhone went down the aisle. She's fucking like, she got back up. She tried to get through. They said on the film they could see me. I had her up against the counter, sucker punching her, throwing fucking kidney shots at her. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just fucking kidneying her up. So fucking
kidneying her up is my new favorite phrase.
Right. So she rolls off all the shit. Now all the customers are there. They're grabbing the shit she's dropping and throwing it in carts for us. They're being real nice and everything. Well, Laura, our other manager, she got blasted by the two. So they got through with a bunch of shit. My girl didn't leave with nothing. She didn't have her sandals. She didn't have her iPhone. She had squat. The only thing she had was her extensions were still in her fucking hair. That was about it. So they jumped in the car then, and I guess the cops came, followed them. They took them about 10 miles on the other side of Harrisburg, which is across the river. They finally pulled them over, and they had $100,000 worth of shit in. They already hit the outlets in Hershey before they hit us. He said he don't know how all four of them fat chicks fit in the car with all the merchandise they had. So I got a citation from the Lower Paxton Police Department for stopping this shopping spree
because you lit up women.
Right. But I got
rode
up from Dick's though for not following procedure and letting them leave the store in an orderly manner.
Yeah, you're supposed to just observe and then get their license plate or how they're all like four versions of Precious. You're not supposed to fucking tackle them.
You're not supposed to do a training camp drill with them.
And that was before
and driving the car with Sandra Bullock adopting them so she could make a movie.
Right. That was before the time before that. I ran out because these guys went in and grabbed the winter jacket. So me and my buddy Dennis, who's another former Marine, were both Marines.
Okay,
we chased them.
Hang on. They're picturing a Marine, Pat.
Well, we were
Dennis
Marines.
is a Vietnam veteran era Marine who at this point needed not one, but two hips replaced.
Yes.
So he's waddling out to the parking lot.
When you floor check black women, sometimes you blow your hip out.
So we chased these dudes out. Well, we didn't have no weapons, so we just grabbed our radios and we pulled them out and we held them out as guns. And we held
I thought you were gonna Rodney King the shit out of them. I thought, no.
Yeah, we held them at gun. We held them at radio point, and they like froze, and they're like stopped, and I was like, "You guys ain't good fucking criminals, man. These are radios, you dumbasses."
That's some white people shit. They got gun phone.
Right?
Mind fucked him.
It was like the Field of Dreams scene where he just puts his finger in his pocket. That's Pat and Dennis, two old guys. Hey, freeze. They stopped because they felt bad. They're like, somebody's grandpa thinks he's a cop.
Wait, so you did this at the store you still currently work? They kept it.
Yeah, I've done both of things. Yeah.
They kept it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm a good
tackled
golf
women
guy.
out of
I
their
know a lot about golf. I'm like their king golf guy.
No, I get it. But it's like man, that's amazing. I know at my work, no matter what even if it was the right thing, if I tried to like Chris Benoit a woman, I wouldn't be allowed to work there anymore.
Goldberged her through the Cheetos.
Yeah.
They just told me, do not do that again. And I said, okay.
To be fair, when I gave her sweet chin music, I did stop my leg a couple times to let the crowd know I was going to kick her in the chin.
But apparently then like loss prevention's been passing this video around and people are getting kicks out of it because I'm talking to people. They're going, hey, you're the dude that left that chick. I'm like,
why wouldn't you send that? That's the greatest video of all times. You're just
get the views up.
You're fighting the Dallas Cowboys 1979 offensive line. Of course you're going to watch that video.
You know what hasn't happened since then, though? Nobody's tried to smash and grab because the word got out. There's a senile old dude who will put you through the counter.
Two things you don't do with giant fat black women: smash nor grab.
Y'all heard he suplexed Nate Newton down the aisle, so now they don't try it anymore.
He went the wrong way with the ball. You got to do it.
Yeah, but Nate Newton, man, that'd be all right. He's the one that had all that weed in his car when he got caught.
Coke
Always
too.
thinking ahead, Pat. Good job.
Yeah, like they were like, Nate Newton got caught with 16 pounds. I'm like, Christ, that ain't a lot for those guys. I mean, you know.
You care more than I do. Like, if they're walking out with shit, I'll see it.
Right.
It's good.
Yeah, well, I didn't really care. I just like hitting people.
Careful,
it wasn't for the love of the game. It was the sport.
Right, exactly. You know.
You're thinking like, I could light up this woman right now. This is the one time I won't get in
Well, it was
trouble.
like a free pass. You know, the kid's driving me nuts. You know, picture my ex-wife right there, and you know, just started fucking.
Oh, so you were envisioning like when you're when you're sleeping with your current girlfriend and you just hate her, so you think about some lady you met.
Fat black woman. I saw pictures of my ex-fat wife. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, can you wear this mask quick and call me a jerk for no reason? Light her up. Tell me to take out the garbage, even though you've been home all fucking day. Well, here's the
Pat starts
Bradshaw
talking to her.
clothesline.
Pat starts talking to her like the water boy. No, you take out the laundry. She's like, what laundry? You fold the laundry. You choose where to eat. She's like, what's going on? And he just
Henry Winkler shows up for advice. It's like,
My second ex-wife got fucking fired as a teacher in a prison because she made the prisoners feel uncomfortable
what was she
with
teaching?
her language.
It's
Now,
Shank
what's that tell
101.
you? What's that tell you about her? She got fired from the fucking prison as a teacher. I said, how do you get fired from the prison? They're prisoners. How do you make them feel uncomfortable? What are you doing? Fucking,
Raping him in the asshole.
right.
That gets them
What
uncomfortable.
you pegging them? I mean,
I
are
think-
they letting you wear a dildo?
I think Pat was going to ask what subject did she teach in
Yeah.
prison?
I think I was fucking like reading
Sexy.
or, no.
Yeah,
Jim.
those criminals who can't read they're not really like on board with shit.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
I
your
think
ex-wife
she
was
was
trying to
just
be
there-
Michelle Pfeiffer in Dangerous
You know?
Minds. Like, I'll teach the kids. It's like, no, you won't.
I think she was there to try to get their
I know.
GEDs. You know what I mean? Try to get them to pass their fucking test.
I need my kid.
And then she got fired from a real job teaching at a online thing because she was giving kids an answer to the fucking ACTs, and he felt bad and he told on her.
I like she
That's
got
how-
fired from her real job. She was doing the other one as a hobby, going to prison, teaching morons
Right.
to read.
Right. That's what it was, basically.
Did you tackle her too?
No. I got
Yeah,
her
don't say that
pregnant.
one out loud.
That was an
Bobby, you ever
accident.
tackle a woman?
No.
Jim?
No tackling,
Right.
shaking, man.
Oh,
I
that's
got
a flash.
I got in a fist fight with a lesbian when I was in the Marine Corps because I was dancing with her girlfriend. Chick taps me on the shoulder. She goes, excuse me, you're dancing with my girlfriend? And I'm like, well, she didn't have a fucking name tag that said lesbian on it or anything like that.
Yeah,
So
but the
she's like,
girlfriend
well-
was dancing with you, right? She wasn't.
Right.
Was
right.
it against her will?
Right. Well, no. So, but the butch one got kind of pissed. So she's like, she goes, well, I think we should step outside. I said, come on, man. I said, I don't want to fucking hit you. You're
I
a
hope you
woman.
said, come on, man. I hope you really
Yeah.
said.
I was like, you're
Come
not
on,
going to want to
dude.
do this. So she's like, I'm going to light you up. I said, all right, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. You're going to get one fucking punch. You better knock me unconscious because I'm going to beat the shit out of you after this. So she took her best swing and she fucking cocked me pretty good, but she didn't knock me out, didn't even knock me on my feet. I said, fucking honey, I said, you just fucking are dead. And I just started fucking thrashing her until her girlfriend was like, leave her alone. Leave
Thrashing
her alone.
You just wrote a check your lesbian pussy can't cash.
I told her, I
God.
said, I should make you fucking lick my ball sack. But I'm afraid you might bite it or something. You know what I'm saying? I said, so I'm not going to put an angry lesbian's mouth near my ball sack at that particular time.
Greatest story of all time.
Boy,
Then she comes
you
in
really-
the next day. It's like, you got 4XL skirts? It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
oh my God.
Oof.
I like that the lady did punch you. Like that, you don't fuck with a guy who's like, you get first shot. You never fuck with the guy who gives you a punch because that guy
Right.
doesn't care. There's zero shit's good. Now, that's the part that's fucked up. What about the woman, the girlfriend? She was dancing with you, right? You didn't.
Yeah, she's the
meet
one
her.
that asked me to dance. Her other
She
friend,
wanted
must have
that.
been
She
in the
wanted
mid-
her man to like
right,
fight for my rights and stuff.
right, and
I'm sure you and that woman looked alike.
right, yeah, we probably did. She had that like a Marine
You
Corps
could have pulled off a
haircut.
weird threesome after, but instead you just beat the shit out of her.
Yeah, yeah.
You didn't almost kill her.
That served
Well, I
her
thought
a
if-
knuckle
I thought if
sandwich
I-
worth of
I
equality.
thought if I beat
They
the
need their
shit out
knuckles.
of
They go
her,
knuckle deep.
see, I thought if I beat the shit out of her, the girlfriend would be like, "Come home with me." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
'cause you
would've
beat
been-
up women. That'd be
Right.
You're,
You know? I mean,
you're
you know,
rational.
I was just trying to get her to come on to our team. You know, I mean, you
I
know,
thought you were Dalton at Roadhouse. Like, I'm gonna ice this bitch. I don't think any story's gonna top that. So,
No.
Yeah.
Jim, where can people check you out?
Yeah, no, I'm with that. At Stancil Jim, Instagram and Twitter. Sports Mask Collective, Ski Mask Collective. Thanks for having me, Pat.
Always, man. You know that.
Hey, I used to be on Twitter, but I'm banned for life because I kept fucking with Alyssa Milano
Nice.
from Who's the Boss. Yeah, I kept calling her, cunt. I was like, yeah, how many abortions have you had? I'm like,
And
I
you
told
beat the
Liz
hell out of
Milano,
her.
give me one shot right here, and I'll teach you who's the boss. There you
I
go.
told her. I was like, you're a fucking cunt, man. So yeah, I'm banned from Twitter for life. So
Nice.
what are you
So
gonna
you
do?
can't follow him on Twitter.
Right. So
But
follow
if he's
me
at
on
a
Twitter.
bar dancing with your lady, let it go. Let it fucking
Right.
go.
And I'll be out of Facebook jail on March 7th. I got put in Facebook jail.
What woman did
again.
you harass there?
That was they were talking about fact checkers, and I told her I don't listen to what the chinks say.
Nice.
So-
boy.
That's
So-
Goddamn right.
Yeah,
that a song? Oh, that was the Fox say. I'm like, so what?
apparently you're not allowed to say what did the chinks say though, because that's apparently a bad word.
That's
Yeah,
like
when
that
you get
song
back,
that
when you
came
get
out.
back on Facebook, change your name to Rick Shaw. It'll be a fun name. Bobby.
Check out the East Side Dave Show every Tuesday at 7:30 on Compound Media. Follow me at Bobby_Tamburo. And come check me out. I'm featuring with Gino for Gino a bunch this month. Let me know if you want
Nice.
to come to one of the shows.
Get on our Patreon. We're going to be, Bobby and I got a lot of plans for this March. If you want the video, or you want to see this wonderful action, you can only see that in the Patreon. You'll get the audio on YouTube and all that, but you only get the video there. We're not as crazy as Ski Mask, where he's just pulling everything away, but we're going to give you some stuff, but we're going to be moving over to the Patreon. We've got some new footage, other things, we got plans on there. So get over to the Patreon now, Paddle's Patreon. It's a little $3 a month. You get a ton of content. Guys, thank you so much for coming on. And Flash, be careful out there.
You got it, man.
I'm
This was
worried.
a
I'm worried about
spicy
everyone around
episode.
you.
This was a spicy episode, Pat, but not as spicy as Silk City hot sauce.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
You know who would like
Whoa.
that? The 4 fat black women. They love hot sauce.
On everything.
That lesbian would have sucked your dick if she had Aztec Attack on it. Like that is
Ooh.
that's my favorite sauce. And they changed one for us, that'd be mine. I put that on eggs the other day, and it was fucking unbelievable. Yeah, I shit a ton, but that's just because I'm not used to hot sauce yet. But
And
it's
if you're not a
amazing.
weirdo like Pat with good taste buds, try the Ehrenberg's Badass Jew.
Badass Jew's a good one,
Statistically speaking, the best tasting sauce they have on their menu.
and that's
I like the hot
crazy.
experiment myself.
That's crazy because Aaron Berg, great comedian, has a sauce named after him. It's a great sauce, but sometimes the sauce play hot sauce is so good they can take a bad comedian like Chad Zuma and make a great sauce with his name on it. I love you, Chad. It's a joke, but I use that stuff. His Mango Madness thing is unbelievable. I put it on my chicken and I baked it, and it was incredible. So, and I would never eat chicken with Chad Zuma.
And
But
if
I would
you're
eat chicken
going
with
to
Chad
buy
Zuma
Silk
fine.
City hot sauce and you want to save 15%, use promo code POS. That's right, just 3 letters. Jim, what's Ski Mask's promo code?
SMC.
Okay, but those keys are further apart, so stick with POS. That's POS
Either one.
at
Buy 2 shipments. Help
SilkCityHotSauce.com.
them, help us.
No,
Buy 2,
don't.
I don't
If
care.
you buy 2 shipments, buy POS. You like us better. They're doing fine. They're all going on Patreon. They're
You're the
taking
one who
enough of your
brought it
money.
up. I don't know why you would do that one. But
It's called a
with
subtle
ours,
plug, Pat.
with ours, not only do you save 15%, but you also get a free bottle of
Ooh.
cherry sriracha with your order
Ooh.
and stickers.
Whoa.
Where you
And
at,
not
SMC?
shitty bullshit autistic kid stickers. This is awesome artwork that they have, and they are an awesome company who supports comedy like this, which is cool. Like they'll be happy that Flash said chink. They'll be like, "We'll have Flash chink sauce, and we'll make that. It'll have soy in it and teriyaki. It'll be great." So please support the people that support us. Go over to SilkCityHotSauce.com. Buy some stuff. It helps us out. It helps you out. It helps them out. It makes everybody fucking happy. And it makes your food fucking awesome. Next time,
And-
I got to remember to do it in the middle of the show.
And you all need to remember, don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah, except for Flash. You always keep being you, bro.
I gotta be me, man. I can't be anybody fucking else. I'm too old
Nice.
for words. I thank